Have you ever stopped to wonder why some people seem to effortlessly accumulate wealth while others struggle, no matter how hard they work? It's a question that keeps many of us up at night. The truth is, there are specific habits and mindsets that often differentiate the rich from the poor. Today, we're diving into the 10 things poor people do that the rich don't. And trust me, these insights might just change the way you approach your finances and life in general. Let's kick things off with the first thing on our list. Poor people often focus on short-term gratification. It's so easy to fall into this trap. You see something you want, and before you know it, your credit card is out and you're making that impulse purchase. Meanwhile, wealthy individuals tend to think long-term, investing their money rather than spending it on fleeting desires. If you can shift your mindset to prioritize long-term goals over immediate satisfaction, you'll start building a solid foundation for your financial future. Next, let's talk about how poor people tend to have a fixed mindset about money. They often believe that their financial situation is permanent and unchangeable. On the other hand, rich people embrace a growth mindset. They see setbacks as opportunities to learn and adapt. Consider this: if you find yourself in a tough financial spot, instead of throwing your hands up in defeat, ask yourself what you can learn from the experience. This shift in perspective can open doors to new possibilities and strategies for growth. Moving on, let's discuss how poor people often have the habit of blaming external factors for their financial struggles. It's easy to point fingers at the economy, lack of opportunity, or even the government. Rich individuals, however, take responsibility for their own financial situation. They understand that while external factors can play a role, their actions and decisions ultimately determine their success. By adopting this accountability, you empower yourself to make changes that lead to better outcomes. Now, let's dive into the fourth point. Poor people frequently fall into the trap of living paycheck to paycheck. This cycle can be exhausting and disheartening. Meanwhile, wealthy people prioritize saving and investing. They create a budget that allows for both necessary expenses and savings. Imagine setting aside a small portion of your income each month for investments. It doesn't have to be a large amount. Consistency is key. Over time, those savings can grow into significant wealth. Another point worth mentioning is how poor individuals often engage in negative self-talk regarding their financial capabilities. You might hear things like, "I'll never be rich," or "I'm just not good with money." This kind of mindset can be self-fulfilling. Wealthy individuals, however, practice positive affirmations and surround themselves with people who support their growth. Start telling yourself that you can achieve financial success. Your mindset is powerful, and changing your internal dialogue can lead to real change in your financial life. Let's not forget about education. Poor people often neglect continuous learning, especially about finances. They might rely solely on what they learned in school, which often doesn't cover real-world money management. Conversely, rich people invest in their education continually. They read books, attend seminars, and seek out mentorship. Make it a point to learn something new about finances every week. There are countless resources available, whether it's podcasts, books, or online courses. The more you know, the better equipped you'll be to navigate your financial journey. Now, let's discuss the social circles we keep. Poor people often surround themselves with others who share similar financial struggles, which can reinforce a scarcity mindset. In contrast, wealthy individuals tend to associate with like-minded people who inspire and challenge them to grow. Evaluate your social circle. Are the people around you pushing you toward your goals, or are they dragging you down?
Seek out those who uplift you and share your ambitions. Another important distinction is how poor people tend to view money. Often they see it as a finite resource, a limited pie that can run out. Rich people, however, understand that money is a tool that can generate more money. They look for ways to create additional income streams, whether through investments, side businesses, or passive income. Start thinking about how you can make your money work for you. What skills or assets do you have that could generate additional income? And let's talk about risk. Poor individuals often avoid taking risks altogether due to fear of losing what little they have. On the flip side, wealthy people are more likely to take calculated risks. They understand that with great risk can come great reward. This doesn't mean you should gamble your savings away, but consider where you can take smart risks in your life and finances. Maybe it's starting that side hustle you've been thinking about, or investing in a new opportunity. Next up, let's look at how poor people often buy liabilities instead of assets. A liability takes money out of your pocket, while an asset puts money in. It's tempting to splurge on the latest car or gadget, but these are liabilities that can drain your finances. Wealthy individuals focus on acquiring assets, investments, real estate, and businesses. Start shifting your spending toward things that will appreciate over time or generate income. We can't overlook the power of networking. Poor people often miss out on the importance of building connections. They might think they can go it alone, but rich individuals know that networking opens doors to opportunities, partnerships, and resources. Attend events, join online communities, and reach out to others in your field. You never know how a simple conversation could change your financial trajectory. Now, let's touch on the importance of goal setting. Poor people often drift through life without clear financial goals. They might have vague dreams of being wealthy, but lack a plan. On the other hand, wealthy individuals set specific, measurable goals and create actionable plans to achieve them. Take some time to sit down and outline your financial goals. Write them down and break them into smaller, actionable steps. This clarity will guide your decisions moving forward. Another habit to consider is the tendency of poor people to avoid seeking help. They might feel embarrassed or believe they should handle everything on their own. Rich individuals, however, are not afraid to ask for help or hire experts, whether it's a financial advisor, a mentor, or even a friend. Don't hesitate to reach out for guidance. Getting support can provide you with valuable insights and save you from costly mistakes. Finally, let's wrap up our list with the idea of giving back. Poor people often feel they can't afford to donate or support causes they care about, but wealthy individuals understand the importance of philanthropy and giving back to their communities. It's not just about financial donations, it can also be about time and resources. When you contribute to something greater than yourself, you also create a sense of fulfillment that money alone cannot buy. So, how do we tie all these concepts together? The key is to recognize that each habit or mindset we've discussed can be integrated into a cohesive strategy for financial empowerment. Start by changing your mindset around money, focusing on long-term goals, and surrounding yourself with supportive people. Educate yourself, set specific financial goals, and seek help when needed. Remember that taking calculated risks and investing in assets instead of liabilities is crucial. As you implement these practices, you'll create a positive feedback loop that reinforces your growth and success. Now, I want to hear from you. What are your thoughts on these differences? Are there habits you're already implementing? Or perhaps some you're curious about trying? Let's keep the conversation going. What topic should we explore next that dives deeper into the habits of the rich and poor?
Another crucial aspect we need to touch on is the tendency of poor individuals to underestimate the power of budgeting. Many people living paycheck to paycheck often don't keep track of their expenses, leading to impulsive spending and financial chaos. On the flip side, wealthy individuals meticulously plan their budgets. They know exactly where their money is going and allocate funds for savings, investments, and even leisure activities. If you take the time to create a budget, you'll gain more control over your finances and can direct your spending towards your long-term goals. It's a game changer, trust me. Speaking of control, let's consider how poor people often ignore the importance of financial literacy. This isn't just about knowing how to balance a checkbook. It's about understanding investments, interest rates, and how to leverage credit wisely. In contrast, rich individuals continually educate themselves about money management. They take the time to understand complex financial concepts and seek out resources that can help them grow their wealth. So, why not challenge yourself to learn a new financial concept each week? You'll be surprised at how quickly your confidence and knowledge can grow. Now, let's talk about the role of fear in financial decision-making. Poor people often let fear dictate their actions, whether it's the fear of failure or the fear of making a wrong investment. This fear can paralyze them, preventing them from taking necessary steps towards financial growth.
Conversely, wealthy people view fear as a natural part of the process. They understand that every successful person has faced challenges and setbacks. Instead of letting fear hold them back, they take calculated risks and learn from their mistakes. Embracing this mindset can open up a world of opportunities for you. Another distinction is the approach to time management. Poor individuals often find themselves overwhelmed and constantly busy, yet they struggle to prioritize tasks that can lead to financial improvement. They might spend hours binge-watching shows or scrolling through social media instead of investing that time into personal development or side hustles. Rich individuals, however, prioritize their time effectively. They set aside time for self-improvement, networking, and working on their financial goals. Consider blocking out a few hours each week dedicated solely to activities that will propel you forward. You might just find that it pays off in more ways than one. Let's not forget about the importance of patience. Poor people often seek instant results and can become disheartened when they don't see immediate changes in their financial situation. They may jump from one get-rich-quick scheme to another, hoping for a miracle. In contrast, wealthy individuals understand that building wealth takes time and persistence. They focus on gradual growth and trust the process. If you can cultivate patience and stay committed to your financial strategies, you'll likely see the fruits of your labor in the long run. Another point that deserves attention is how poor people can sometimes have a defeatist attitude. They may believe that wealth is reserved for a select few and that they are destined to struggle financially. This belief can be incredibly limiting. On the other hand, rich individuals often possess an abundance mindset. They believe there is enough wealth and success to go around. They see opportunities everywhere and are willing to work hard to seize them. Shifting your perspective from scarcity to abundance can be transformative. Start noticing the opportunities in your life and take proactive steps towards seizing them. Now, let's dive a little deeper into the habit of consumption versus investment. Poor individuals may prioritize spending on experiences or items that provide temporary satisfaction. While enjoying life is essential, wealthy people focus on investing in experiences that provide long-term benefits, like education, travel for networking, or conferences that can enhance their skills and career. Think about how you allocate your resources. Are you prioritizing short-term pleasures or long-term returns?
This shift in focus can significantly impact your financial trajectory. Another often overlooked factor is the impact of lifestyle inflation. Poor individuals might experience a small increase in income and immediately upgrade their lifestyle, new cars, bigger houses, luxury vacations, without considering the long-term financial implications. Wealthy individuals, in contrast, often maintain their lifestyles even as their income grows, choosing to reinvest that extra money. If you can resist the urge to inflate your lifestyle with each pay raise, you'll have more capital to invest in your future. As we explore these habits further, it's important to consider how poor people sometimes neglect the importance of health in their financial success. Health issues can lead to significant medical expenses and lost income. Wealthy individuals recognize that maintaining good health is a long-term investment. They prioritize exercise, nutrition, and wellness, understanding that a healthy body can lead to a more productive life. Taking care of your physical and mental health can create a solid foundation for financial success. And let's not underestimate the role of gratitude. Poor individuals may focus on what they lack, leading to feelings of dissatisfaction. Conversely, wealthy individuals often practice gratitude, which helps them maintain a positive perspective and motivation. By acknowledging and appreciating what you have, you create a mindset that attracts more abundance into your life. Consider keeping a gratitude journal where you reflect on the positive aspects of your financial journey. These habits and mindsets may seem small, but when combined, they create a powerful framework for financial success. I'm curious to hear your thoughts. Are there specific habits you find challenging to implement? Or maybe you have tips that have worked wonders for you. Let's keep the conversation going. If you want to dive deeper into the habits of the rich and poor, like, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more insights. Continuing on this theme, let's shine a light on the tendency of poor people to surround themselves with negativity. Often, they find themselves in environments or relationships that drain their energy and motivation.
This negativity can stem from friends or family who have a fixed mindset, believing that financial success is out of reach. In contrast, wealthy individuals tend to gravitate towards like-minded people, those who inspire them, challenge them, and encourage growth. By cultivating a circle of positive influences, you can maintain a mindset geared towards success and innovation. Ask yourself, are the people in your life lifting you up or holding you back? Now, let's pivot to the concept of opportunity recognition. Poor people might overlook opportunities, often because they're caught up in their immediate struggles. They may see obstacles rather than possibilities. On the other hand, rich individuals have trained themselves to spot opportunities everywhere. They're constantly on the lookout for investments, partnerships, or ideas that could lead to growth. This ability to recognize opportunity is a skill that can be developed. Consider dedicating time to brainstorm and explore new ideas, whether it's a side hustle or an investment. The more you practice, the sharper your skills will become. Another interesting point is how poor people often shy away from networking. The thought of reaching out to others can feel daunting, especially when you're not sure what you can offer in return. However, wealthy individuals understand the value of building relationships. They attend events, join groups, and connect with others in their industry. Networking isn't just about exchanging business cards. It's about forming genuine connections that can lead to collaborations, mentorships, and new opportunities. So, why not challenge yourself to attend a networking event this month? You never know what doors it might open.
Let's also touch on the habit of procrastination. This is a sneaky little beast that can hinder financial progress. Poor individuals may put off important tasks, like paying off debt or investing, because they feel overwhelmed or unsure. Conversely, wealthy individuals tackle tasks head-on, understanding that action is the key to success. They break down goals into manageable steps and get started, even if it's just a small action. If you find yourself procrastinating, try setting a timer for just 10 minutes to tackle a task. You might just find that once you start, you'll want to keep going. Next, let's address the idea of self-care. Poor individuals may neglect their well-being, thinking that financial struggles come first. This can lead to burnout and a lack of motivation. Wealthy individuals, however, prioritize self-care, understanding that a healthy mind and body lead to better decision-making and productivity. They invest time in activities that recharge them, whether it's exercise, hobbies, or simply taking a break. What's one small thing you can do this week to prioritize your well-being? It could be a game changer. Speaking of self-care, let's not forget the role of creativity. Poor people may stick to traditional methods of earning, often feeling stifled by a lack of resources or opportunities. Rich individuals, however, embrace creativity and think outside the box. They're not afraid to innovate or try new approaches to problems. Consider how you can incorporate creativity into your financial strategies, whether it's brainstorming new income streams or finding unique ways to save money. This shift in mindset can lead to surprising results. Another behavior that can make a huge difference is the habit of saving. Poor individuals often live paycheck to paycheck, with little to no savings. This lack of a financial buffer can create stress and limit options. Wealthy individuals, however, prioritize saving and investing a portion of their income, regardless of how much they make. They understand that even small contributions can add up over time. If saving feels daunting, start small. Perhaps set aside a few dollars each week. You'll be amazed at how quickly it can grow. Lastly, let's talk about the importance of setting clear goals. Poor people may drift without a defined direction, whereas wealthy individuals have specific financial goals they work towards. Whether it's saving for a house, starting a business, or investing for retirement, having clear objectives provides motivation and a roadmap for success. Take a moment to write down your financial goals. Where do you want to be in the next year, 5 years, or even 10 years? This clarity can make a world of difference in your financial journey. These nuances in behavior and mindset can significantly impact one's financial trajectory. I'm curious to hear your thoughts. What habits do you find most challenging, or what positive changes have you already implemented? Let's keep the conversation going. If you're eager to explore more about the habits of the rich versus the poor, like, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more insights. Continuing from where we left off, let's explore how poor people often have a fixed mindset when it comes to learning. They may believe that their skills and intelligence are set in stone, which can limit their growth opportunities. On the flip side, wealthy individuals embrace a growth mindset. They view challenges as opportunities to learn and improve. This willingness to adapt and acquire new skills allows them to thrive in various environments. Have you ever thought about how your mindset affects your ability to learn? What if you approached challenges as stepping stones rather than roadblocks? Another aspect worth discussing is how poor people often focus on short-term gratification. When money is tight, the temptation to indulge in immediate pleasures like fast food or impulse buys can be overwhelming. Rich individuals, however, tend to prioritize long-term benefits over short-term satisfaction. They understand that investing in their future, whether through education or savings, pays off much more in the long run. So, next time you're faced with a decision, ask yourself, is this a choice that benefits my future self?
Now, let's delve into the habit of complaining. Poor people sometimes fall into the trap of voicing their frustrations rather than taking action to change their situation. This can create a cycle of negativity that becomes hard to break. In contrast, wealthy individuals focus on solutions. Instead of dwelling on problems, they channel their energy into finding ways to overcome obstacles. If you catch yourself complaining, try flipping the script. What's one thing you can do today to improve your situation? It's a small shift that can lead to significant changes. Additionally, let's touch on the importance of financial literacy. Many poor individuals may not have access to financial education, leading to poor money management skills. They might not understand concepts like budgeting, investing, or credit scores. Wealthy people, however, prioritize educating themselves about money. They know that understanding how money works is crucial for building wealth. If you're feeling lost in the financial world, consider picking up a book or taking an online course. Knowledge is power, and it can dramatically shift your financial trajectory. Next up is the tendency to fear failure. Poor people may avoid taking risks because they're afraid of making mistakes, which can prevent them from pursuing opportunities. Rich individuals, however, accept that failure is often part of the journey to success. They're willing to take calculated risks, learn from their setbacks, and keep moving forward. Reflect on your own fears for a moment. What risks might you be avoiding that could lead to growth? Embracing failure as a learning experience can unlock new paths to success. Let's also not overlook the impact of time management. Poor people often find themselves overwhelmed, juggling multiple responsibilities without a clear plan. This can lead to feeling stuck and unproductive. In contrast, wealthy individuals tend to manage their time effectively, prioritizing tasks that align with their goals. They often use tools like planners or digital calendars to keep themselves organized. If time management feels like a struggle, start small. Try blocking out just 15 minutes a day to plan your next steps. You might be surprised at how much clarity it brings. And finally, let's consider the role of gratitude. Poor individuals might focus on what they lack, leading to a scarcity mindset. Wealthy individuals, on the other hand, practice gratitude and appreciate what they have. They recognize that a positive mindset attracts more abundance into their lives. Taking a moment each day to reflect on what you're grateful for can shift your perspective and open you up to new opportunities. What are 3 things you can express gratitude for today? This simple practice can create a ripple effect in your life. As we unpack these behaviors, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Which of these habits resonate with you the most, and what changes are you inspired to make? If you're curious about how the rich think differently and want to explore more about the habits that can lead to success, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more insights. As we wrap up our journey through the habits that set apart the rich from the poor, it's clear that mindset is a powerful force.
From embracing challenges as learning opportunities to prioritizing long-term gains over instant gratification, the wealthy cultivate a perspective that fuels their success. They focus on solutions rather than complaints, invest in financial literacy, and view failure as a stepping stone rather than a setback. Time management and gratitude also play significant roles in creating a fulfilling life, allowing them to appreciate their journey while paving the way for future growth. So, what about you? Which of these insights resonated with your own experiences, and what changes are you inspired to make? Remember, small shifts can lead to monumental transformations over time. I'm curious to hear your thoughts. What topic should we explore next that dives deeper into the habits of the rich and the poor? Curious about how the rich think differently? Like, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more insights. Let's keep this conversation going because the path to success is just a mindset shift away.